This poem is called A Portrait Sketch of a Cool Optimist named Alyosha Comey, Learning How to Relax, sketched from a compressed, simplified, maximalist perspective point of view. This was written in Bernards, New Jersey between Sunday, September 20th, 2020, and Friday, September 25th, 2020. It goes like this. Alyosha Comey did not believe in happiness per se, so he wouldn't have called it that, but he finally learned how to relax and feel free of his previously substantial susceptibility to sensory overload and panic attacks, drinking till nearly blacking out. This novel, Relaxation, resembled for Alyosha a walk along a notably and newly crack-and-pothole-free asphalt road, a newly erected bridge route founded on the uplifting idea of significantly reduced doubt. But what had his proneness to sensory overload and panic attacks even been about? He partly blamed postmodernism and the great earth-wide information flood of the early internet age, which had been in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and the great culture definition and meaning war, where, to quote Giuliani, truth isn't truth. And to quote my critics, this isn't poetry, this isn't prose, whatevs. Quoth Shakespeare, what's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. I wonder, is it me or them who is elitist, or are we both? Or neither? I've been trying to go more folk, but maintain an intellectual approach, like the great Bob Dylan, John Lennon, Dostoevsky, Ginsberg, Lopate, et alia. We can hear the night watchman click his flashlight, ask himself if it's him or them that's insane, sang Bob Dylan. So how did Alyosha manage to chill out in the midst of all that cliquish, oligarchic, schismatic nationalism and extreme isolationist, hyper-niche, unique, boutique, mystique, just another voice in the wilderness, group thinkism, ease bullshit, and also in sight that nearly outright fascism. Trump won't commit to peaceful post-election transfer of power, to quote the New York Times 9/23/20 headline. Well, he began listening to classical music. Sergei Prokofiev. He had just happened to enjoy a tune, a melody he happened to hear on a Spotify playlist he was listening to. One that played a random mix of things. Who is this? He said aloud, in awe of the sound. So he wrote it down and began Googling around to find out more about this Prokofiev, so he could appreciate a closer listen. Then that's what he did. And it really just simply relaxed him, and his spine felt straighter. His mind, to the extent that we can conceptualize such a thing, instead of racing chaotically, felt as though a sailboat, methodically built for stability, sailing the vastness of the ocean in tranquility. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen.